Well, we did it. We made power tour. We had a good time with the car, but we had some issues. Of course, everybody knows the transmission has no reverse. Most of the synchros are out of the transmission. The car backfired a few times, you know, and it had some small issues, nothing crazy. The last day, the bolt and the crank backed off and it started making some real noise. I was a little worried about that. We got through it though. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to abandon this project. Not really, but kind of. We're not going to work on it for a while. I just want to enjoy it. I want to be able to go to the movies or get ice cream or whatever with my daughter and just have a good time over the summer. I'm tired of working on it, so we're going to move on to a new project. It's one that's actually been around for a while, but I don't think I've ever really got any good footage of it. But we're going to start in on it today. So let's go take a look at that. Well, there she sits in the backyard. It's an 80 model Z28. I picked it up quite some time ago, and I thought this would be a good next project. And I need to make some money, so here we go. So let me tell you the plan. Well, there you have it. We're going to do this 80 Z28. I've had this car for quite some time. It's just kind of been kicking around. I got a smoking deal in it when I bought it. It needs floor pans. The car was a basket case when I got it. None of it was together. I put the fenders and the doors on it just to move it here. If you want to watch any of that, that's in my last video. Not my last video. The video I did where I moved to this house is a moving video. But we're going to blow this thing apart, get everything out of it, weld in it needs a floor pan patch or two. Weld those in. It's got a couple of small patches that need to be done around the bottom of the car. It's very minimal. So we'll get all that done and we'll get this car ready to rock. We're going to throw the Camaro or the IROX 305 in it and use the 700 R4 that was in the IROC in this car. 700 R4 needs to be rebuilt. I can do that. That's not a big deal. So we'll get that done and put in, and we're just going to run a carburetor, nothing special, super simple, get this thing up and running and in paint for the last rod run of the year in September. Today is like the 26th or 27th of June. So we got all of July, all of August, and like half of September. So we got like 10 weeks, 8-10 weeks, something like that, to do as much as we can. We won't finish this car. There's no way. But I need to make as much money as I can because this old boy, we ain't broke, but we're getting there. So we need to make some car money is what I'm thinking. So we'll get this thing fixed up. We'll send it down the road. It'll make somebody a great project to finish up. It won't like a whole lot to be finished. And they can enjoy it. And we can take that money and buy other cars. That's the plan. So, you know, that's the car addiction, right? We sell one to buy more. So let's see if we can kind of take a look at the car right quick, and we'll hook it up to the Escalade and get it pulled around and into the garage. We've got a bunch of cars to move, so let's get on it. So I very much so dislike that it's back here. You can't mow around it with the riding mower. Last time I mowed, I had acquired a riding mower, if anybody's curious, for my property, and I just tested it here. So we need to come in and mow all this once we move the car. But the car is really in pretty good shape. I have the front nose piece and all the bumper and all that. That's just not on it. Might be in it. I'm not even sure. But it's got a little bit of rot at the bottom of the fenders. Nothing crazy. Doors seem great. You probably won't be able to see. Look at that spider. That fella. Yeah, he don't want to be on camera. There's a patch on the driver's side that needs to be put in. I've got to get all the stuff out of it. We got a gas tank and lots of parts. So, and there's a little bit of rust right there in this quarter. This quarter has a little bit of mud in it. We'll probably dig that out and try to straighten that quarter out some so it doesn't have so much. And then, other than the floorboard, this is the worst parts. It's got a little bitty hole right there, and then a little bit bigger one on that side. On the, I don't know, the bumper covers it actually, so, but I want to fix those. So we'll fix those spots. Trunk lid's in fair shape. This quarter is actually in much better shape than the other one. I think it's just fine. I don't think it has any rust. I think it's just the other side. And then this fender has a little bit of rust at the bottom, right down here, but very fixable. And let's see if, I'm not sure you'll, yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. That right there is a rip in the fender, so we can fix that and weld it back too. No big deal. We're gonna save these fenders. It's got a little bit of mud in it, and we'll figure out why. But not bad, you know, for the money I gave for it, which was not much. I want to say I think it was like $600 for this car, or less. I don't even remember. It's been so many years, but it wasn't very much. So I figured this would be a good excuse. I also got a really cool hood for it. So we're going to go ahead and move the other vehicles and see if we can't figure out if we can get this thing drugged through that opening on the fence. There is enough room, but it ain't a lot of room. So let's go move all the vehicles. Next, I think I'm going to get the IROC outside. I have to push it out and then drive around the block, and I'm going to park it behind the van. So now I'm going to jump in the Escalade. I think I have a tow rope in here that's never, ever been used, or maybe it's in the toolbox. I'm going to find that. We'll check the truck right quick and see if it's in there. But we're going to use that, and hopefully that Camaro around there also doesn't have a steering box. The linkage is hooked up for the front two wheels, but no steering box. So we'll see how this goes. This may be terrible. We'll see. Let's check and see if we can find that tow rope, though. I love these boxes. Let's see. Something in there. Well, not on this side. Got a measuring tape. Let's check the other side. Oh, who would know? Oh, yeah. Let's do some digging in there. See if I can find. Well, no dice. Let me look around. I have one. I just have to find it. So let me see if I can find it right quick. I looked around. I cannot find my toe straps. Brand new, still in the plastic. But whatever, it'll turn up. I checked the truck, checked the garage. No dice. So I figure we'll go ahead and back the truck up, and I've got a strap that's holding the door shut on that car. We don't really need that at this point, so I take that strap off and we use it. It's a 2.5-inch strap or whatever. It'll be fine. It's not how you're supposed to use a strap, though, so it is what it is. It'll be okay, but if we do break it, it ain't mine, so I have to replace it, so we'll be gentle. Other conundrum, I've got to drive this truck and steer that car somehow, so might be a lot of in and out, kicking tires, we'll see. Also, front tires are completely flat, but don't you worry. I have the pinkest air pump jump box I could find, and we're going to go around there and we're going to air the tires up. So let's do that, and let's see if we can get it drug around here or not. I just want to be able to get it around here and, you know, blow it apart and get it empty and ready to be repaired in the next video. So let's see what we can get done.
fine little mobile air compressor. We got both front tires to do, so I'm gonna hook it up. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully it'll take care of it. This one's quite a bit lower, so it's not off the bead though, so it should be okay.
Well, I got to thinking about it. Before we move this thing, we should just tear it down right here. All the stuff's got to go in the shed that's right there. It'd be foolish to carry these doors twice. So I think I'm going to take the doors and fenders off, and we're going to put them in the shed, along with probably most everything that's in the car. We only need to move just the body right now. We can get this other stuff as we go. I just got to thinking about it. I was like, well, I carry all this back here, but then those doors, if you've ever moved second gen F-body doors, you know how heavy they are. They are no joke. I put these on there with a cherry picker, and that's probably how I'll rehang them eventually. But for now, we can probably just unhang them and scoot them over here against the end of the shed. So that's what we're gonna do. Let me go get some tools and we'll get after it. So on the last day of power tour, when the crank bolt came loose, after all that was done, people were already rolling out and we were loading everything back up, and the unfortunate event of a toolbox case coming open happened. My solution at the time was scoop it up, throw it in the car, and move on. I didn't have a camera rolling. I actually didn't even have it in my pocket, so we couldn't record it, but that happened. And we only lost one socket out of that whole deal. I'm pretty crazy to think that that's even possible, but yeah, I came back and got it all sorted out. Look at that, one socket out of that whole case got lost while we were in, the side of the road or at that gas station. So everybody was rolling. I didn't have time to fool with it. We were just scooping them up by hand to throw them in the seats in the back of the car. But yeah, not bad. So if you're in North Carolina, just take a look, and maybe you'll find that. We're going to start by taking this passenger fender off, and I don't have much holding it in. Oh yeah, got a little tension on her. Push in on that radiator support. There we go. All right, there's one fender. Let's get it off. Oh, one more. I didn't get them all. I must have been an overachiever that day.
get this old core support off of here. I just put some bolts through there and tighten them up maybe by hand. I don't know. Yeah, I might get some tools for that. I really was an overachiever. Holy moly, who does that? Went got us a wrench. Next, we're going to unstrap these doors and unbolt the passenger door first. Or maybe take some stuff out of the inside first. I'm not really sure. We'll see if it falls out. If it falls out, we'll deal with it. If it doesn't, we'll leave it till after we get the door unbolted. So we got the doors and fenders off. I think the next thing I want to do is try to get the fuel tank out, the back bumper, and maybe that big blue tote. The front bumper's got to come out too, but all that has to come out first. So let's see what we can get done. I'm just kind of yard selling this stuff for now, and then I'm going to have to pack it into the shed here, but I probably won't record that because that's going to take forever. So yeah, let me just get some of this stuff yard sold here and we'll move along. Thought I'd give y'all a look inside. This side is now cleaned out. It's holding a little bit of water back there. That's right, because it's not rusted out. I left that body plug out, and there's a little bit there. And we got a little surface rust on that patch. When I bought this car, that was just a gaping hole, so I'd already patched it. But we'll have to grind it all down and treat it and all that. That's no big deal. So I'm going to try to get the stuff out of the other side. And I believe this car is about ready to move. I have created a mess. We'll get it all cleaned up. Well, we got her all cleaned out. There's the patch I got it already started in the front, and it's got a tack or two in it, but we'll have to grind that down and start over. And then I've got a little bitty spot right there, see, and we'll have to take probably that bracket out and then fix that and then put it back in. It's also got a dent. Looks like somebody tried to jack it up with a jack right there once upon a time. Wasn't me though, so nonetheless, I'm gonna take a break, have a sandwich, come back hook to this thing and see if we can get it moved. All right, we got a sandwich in us, so let's get this thing hooked up. Also, I waited till the heat of the day was past a little bit. It's like 3:30. So I'm gonna hook this strap up and let's see if we can drag this thing around front without mangling this fence. That's what I'm the most concerned about, is catching that fence with the car. We'll see how it goes, but let's give it a shot. Well, we got a full driveway, but at least we got the car inside. And I hate to leave the IROC out, but it doesn't seem like the T-tops leak really that much. And it's just got to live out there for now. I could put it in here with this other car, but there's no way I could work on anything. So we're just going to leave it outside. Also, that thing is due a bath. It is nasty. Well, we got it inside. That's going to be our new project, at least till the end of September probably. We're going to get this thing as done as we can get it for as little money as we can put in it. We'll have to spend some. It's not going to be a freebie, but I got a lot of extra parts and spare stuff. I think we should call this car Second Chance, because everything that's going into it basically is getting its second chance. So we'll get it together, we'll get it nice, get it looking good, and move it on to its next owner. Somebody will be proud to have this car, and it's going to be a good, solid car to build something awesome on for somebody else. And it's not going to be cheap. I'm not going to just let this car go for nothing. I think we can earn a few bucks on this one. So that's the plan. We'll get it as done as we can. We'll take it to September rod runs, if I could say that. September rod runs, September rod runs, September rod runs. Yeah, I got it. Anyways, we'll take it up there, see if we can sell it. I'm sure we can sell it. If not, if it doesn't sell, if it sits up there all weekend or whatever and it doesn't sell, we'll just bring it back home. Worst case scenario, we stuff it in the backyard until we can finish it up with more parts, and then take it back in the spring. Somebody will want this car. I'm sure of it. It's, you know, they're very desirable. So I can't wait to get to working on it. My very first car was a '79 Camaro, just a plain Jane, no frills car, and I did so much with it. I just loved that car. So I'd really like to get this one going. We're not going to do, like I said, not a ton of fabrication or nothing like that. We're going to keep it as easy and as simple as we can. So I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.